there, crime fighters. Today on American DA Live, Ray the DA, Jack Patty, and special guest, former Commonwealth's attorney, Pat Malloy, discussed the case of Commonwealth versus William Sloan. The case was prosecuted by Pat Malloy, the Commonwealth's attorney at that time, and Larry Roberts, his first assistant. Wilmer Elvis Scott, 35, of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and William Sloan, 24, of Louisville, escaped from a holdover cell at the Lexington Federal Building, where they were awaiting a court appearance. The rear of the federal courthouse faced towards Sayers School, and parents were parked there waiting to pick up their kids. Scott and Sloan carjacked a woman who was waiting and forced her to drive to her home. They took from her a rifle without bullets and her car. They proceeded out of town on Russell Cave Road, stopping at a random house that was located just past I-75 and set somewhat back from the road. They put the car behind the house where it would not be visible. The exact circumstances of what happened inside are unknown because the only survivors were the defendants. Reverend John K. Barnes, an Episcopal priest, his daughter Francine, 18, and son John, 14, were all found dead in the house. Some of the circumstances were evident based on the physical evidence. Francine Barnes was raped before she was murdered. The son was shot and he was found with his head in the toilet. Reverend Barnes was shot in the foot and then shot again and killed. Evidence indicated that he was probably shot and then forced to watch his daughter being raped. All three bodies were found piled in the bathroom. Both defendants were captured the next morning near Fort Thomas in northern Kentucky and were also accused of killing 3 men at a motel in Falmouth. The defendants were charged with numerous crimes. At this time, rape carried a possible penalty of life without parole. While awaiting trial in prison, a fire broke out in the mattress in Scott's prison cell at the state penitentiary near Eddyville. Scott died on February 8th of the burns he received. Once Scott was dead, Sloan was able in his defense to try and shift the blame to Scott. Sloan faced 5 armed robbery charges, 3 murder charges, 2 housebreaking charges, and a rape charge. The jury was not persuaded by the defense. Sloan was convicted of pretty much everything. He was given life without parole due to the rape charge. This charge is what is keeping him in prison now. If you would like to hear more about this case, please click the link below. Thanks for listening, crime fighters. This is American DA Live. Join us next